Hi, my name's Ben. I'm a Brighton University student. I study television production. I'm 21 years of age, and I'm going to be talking about an incident that happened on the 20th of September 2013, where I was involved in a serious hammer assault and kidnapping. It all started off as me being friends with someone who sold drugs, and I, in a way, pitied him, as I believe he had no friends or anything, so I thought I could fill that gap in a way. As it got on, I didn't think the person was harmful towards me, as he wasn't very big or anything, and I believe that he couldn't cause any threat, which is obviously the saying, don't judge a book by its cover. It started off that day I got picked up from London and dropped back. He had an argument or something with someone, I don't know really. And then I went home to see my girlfriend Sarah. I dropped my bags off, and then I got back in the car to go to his to play Grand Theft Auto, as I would as it just came out. I didn't think nothing of it, as there was nothing threatening or any implication of an assault that was about to take place. I once approaching the door to his house, I realised it was a bit weird, because he'd always walk in his house first, as you would, and he went behind me, which I thought was quite a bit weird, but I didn't think anything of it because I wasn't expecting what was about to happen next. I walked up the stairs, I got into the room, and then I said to him, "You haven't paid your electric bill." And as I turned to face him, he hit me in the head with a hammer. I then got hit, realised what had happened. First instinct is to get out, so I tried to had a little tussle with him, trying to get out of the house. As I got to the gate, I realised that he had a padlock on it, so I knew there was no way out. Then I was hit again and went down, and was then hit, put me on the floor, stripped me naked, tied me up with whatever they could find, like scarlet leaves and stuff. Also then implying that they wanted money from someone else, so at that time I was feeling, who do I get involved with, what's happening, because obviously wherever I get involved is then going to be affected as well. So it's not the fact of someone just asking you for money, it's also asking you to get someone involved. I didn't want to get anyone involved. This is where I started to go silent, but the boy, knowing my girlfriend, automatically implied just to ring her and try to get out of her. Doing this made it much worse, because I was being held down on the floor with an eye barely able to see out of, and trying not to scare the crap out of my girlfriend. I couldn't really feel anything at this point, because my hands and feet were numb from being tied up, so I didn't really know what was going on. I just knew I was being hit. Then I was choked and put my own socks that I was wearing as well for that day for 17 hours. They put them in my mouth and then choked me with stuff. You're being hit and you can't see it coming. Then they were trying to get me to be quiet, because they were planning to take me to a forest, so I was then thinking, how do I get out of this? I was thinking, do I scream when I get to the bottom of the stairs? Do I shout and try to risk it? But obviously with my hands and feet tied up, it's impossible to get away. So I was just hoping when I got down the stairs there would be a passerby walking past. or something, but in my case there wasn't. They put me in the car, head first, down on the floor, so I couldn't see anything. Let's go. Also, when I'm there and he'd look at me, and every now and then just start to beat me in the face because my head was by his feet. When I got there, it was all dark and stuff. I couldn't really hear what they were saying because I was just on the floor. They dragged me out of the car. I tried to be as heavy as I could, to be honest, if you get what I mean, just trying to be dead weight, because I didn't want them to carry me easily to my own grave. I got out of the car. As I got out of the car and applying this, trying to be more heavy and wiggle, they then just decided to drop me on gravel, which hurt a lot, and then drag me by my arms, which were tied behind my back, so my feet are just dragging across to the stones and stuff. Then I got there, they hit me again in the back with a hammer, punching me and stuff. Then speaking to family members, trying to get money off them who were not being fully committed or understanding what was happening at the time, as people obviously didn't think it would happen to me. Then I thought I was going to die. I gave up. I didn't want it to be over, to be honest. Didn't think I'd be here today. So, and then my release, one of them had a kind of mental breakdown. I think he kind of knew I was innocent to what he was thinking, or just realised he'd done wrong. So then he was threatening me. I was also uncovered now, so when they put me in the car on the way home, I was able to see where I was going, which is very stupid for them when you've kidnapped someone. And then I was released back with the car still next to me, which was very panicky because I didn't know whether to run, which might panic them so they get me again. I didn't know whether to actually go into my house, not knowing if it was set up for them to come in my house to get Sarah just by me opening the door. It was very confusing, so I had to wait for the car to go off before I went to my house, which was also very hard, being I could barely walk. I then got into my house. I saw my girlfriend. I haven't seen myself at this point, so I don't really know what I look like. So now I'm beat up. I don't really know.
What happened?
I was speaking to her. She was tearful. I don't really want to call police because I didn't know if they would come back for me. Sarah did, so I did what she said, as always. I spent about 30 hours overall, like between police station and hospital, doing checks and everything, scans on my face, my whole body, ribs, back, everywhere, to make sure I hadn't broken anything, which was quite lucky. And gluing all my cuts together, my head, my face and stuff. Also being very panicky, not understanding what's really gone on. I think still more shock than I knew it had happened, but it didn't really feel like it happened to me. I'm more pissed off about my teeth than anything. Then police, loads of paperwork and being filmed and interviews, which is not the greatest thing to do after not sleeping for like 30 hours. Hopefully no one ever goes through what I experienced, as I wouldn't wish it upon anyone, apart from people that did it. This is my story. That's the end.